Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from AnthonysCustoms, and for this review, we are looking at the Big Boys Toys Bulkyz collection, RYU, this is the same company that makes the light-up vinyl figures. We just looked at Zangief not that long ago, and now we have RYU. This is definitely a much larger scale than the other figures. It's kind of a super stylized, super deformed line of figures. Or at least there's RYU so far. Maybe there will be more. We don't know yet. But it's a very unique thing. So I'm going to go ahead and show it to you guys, and you guys can decide if you like it. I'm going to show you all the points to talk about, and we'll go from there. I got to tell you, I'm not super impressed with it, but maybe you will be. So let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. The first thing I want to mention before I get into anything else is that the packaging, inside the packaging, you have this backdrop right here, which is RYU's stage, and then you also have the floor piece in there. Mine was, I don't know how, because the box isn't crushed, but you can see it in there. Mine was totally smashed, and it looks like junk, so I didn't bother taking it out, but you do get the cardboard base at the bottom and in the back. So you do have that. If that gives you a little bit of added value, that's good. If it doesn't, then, well, it doesn't. And then you can see right here, it says you can't see that. You can see right here, it says it's 30 centimeters, and it does measure at exactly 12 inches tall. Let me get this box out of the way. It's huge. Box is really big. The figure does measure, and I'll show you right here, almost exactly, about as close as you can possibly get. And you guys don't actually have any weird parallax or perspective right now, not too much anyway. So you can see it's almost exactly 12 inches tall to the top of the head. Now this thing does not, and it was not advertised as having much articulation. I kind of worded that weird, but it doesn't have very much at all. The ankles rotate, and the arms rotate at the shoulder. And then for the elbows, now they made it look like it had elbow articulation. It really doesn't in the traditional sense. It just has an offset swivel. So you can rotate the arm around. This is how it comes in the package, with the arm straight. And it's actually kind of hyperextended, which is very disappointing to me for something so basic. You can't actually make his arm go straight. It bends backwards a little bit. So that's very disappointing, but you can rotate this around to give him various slight different poses, and that's about as much of a bend as you can get. You just rotate the wrist around to make that work. So you can pose it a little bit, but not too much. The waist has a little bit of a swivel in there. Well, I mean, it's a full swivel, but it doesn't really go too far. And then lastly, the head can rotate. It's actually the neck that's rotating, so it's not the best design. You have a big neck lump in there, so it's not great, to be completely honest. And then look what happens back here. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's not washed out by the light. The headband rubs on the back, and you get red lines on his back, which is just not cool. That's not very cool at all. And now as far as the paint goes, it's generally clean enough. I mean, it's super cel shaded 2D style artwork, which I do appreciate. I like that, and it's executed well enough, but there are spots, I don't know if you can tell right here, where it's just really muddy and not cleanly done. It's not great. Most of it looks pretty clean, and it's definitely good enough if you don't look too close, but overall, it's just got a certain level of mediocrity to it, I guess. You get these guys right here, the kanji on the belt, so that's cool, but it's just, I don't know, it's also very hollow, which doesn't really matter. I mean, it doesn't affect the outside look at all, but for 110 bucks or whatever it is, I was expecting it to be a little bit of a nicer piece. You can pose it some, but it's just not as much as I was expecting. So if you're really into like vinyl stuff, then this might be something you want to get. It's definitely huge, it's definitely bulky, and it does have a cool aesthetic, but it definitely has a certain level of just mediocrity. It's just only okay. Like, he doesn't even stand flat. Even with the ankles being able to move, he doesn't stand perfectly flat. It's just, I don't know. I think for the price point, you're not quite getting enough for your money. Why does he not have eyes? I don't get that. Why can't he have eyes? Why? I get it's stylized and it doesn't look terrible for what it is, but he's actually supposed to not have eyes on this, and I think that would have gone a long way to make the figure stand out a little bit more in a good way. But yeah, my ultimate verdict on this guy is it's really just okay. And at the price point, that's not really what you're looking for. At least it's not what I was hoping for. So I would say, buy at your own risk. But it's not impressive. It's just kind of a unique novelty to have on your shelf because it's big stylized RYU. But yeah, it's just only okay. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess I'm going to leave it there, guys. You're going to have to decide for yourself. I can't say I recommend it. I can't say I don't recommend it because it's such a stylized thing. It's very subjective. What I can say is the paints are only mediocre, the articulation's poor, and I guess the sculpt is fine. But that's about it as far as objective stuff goes. The rest is up to you. That's it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I have new videos up every single day. I just messed that up and I say it like a million times. Anyway, I have new videos up every single day, guys. We talk about action figures, movies, TV shows, video games. I live stream on Twitch 3 or 4 times a week. I might bring that back here. I don't know. Check out Twitch, though. And, you know, we just have a lot of fun times. We do a lot of good stuff here. So make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. And in the meantime, keep collecting.